ultimately remember more than most, especially if you come out on top. Everything you've done in your season comes down to tonight. Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here's Bancaro. Back to Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs, showing toughness fighting through the contact.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Duran. And here's Cunningham. Driving in. Over Suggs. 3 on the clock. And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Greg.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Cunningham's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Payne surveying the D. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Outside Robinson. Offensive board. And the dunk by Duran.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Suggs outside. Cunningham pulls it down.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Thompson against Wagner. And the shot goes.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, we're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Blacks checked in for Orlando. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
The Pistons lead by 3. Harris on the wing. Harris is doubled. The 3 from Thompson. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Now here's Payne. No made baskets yet. Pass to Black. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
First one falls. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
And Bane drops them both. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Pass to Wagner. Outside Carter. Here's Bane. And that one comes up a bit short. The Pistons lead by 6. Thompson passes to Robinson. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Banchero. On the wing, Bain. Here's Black. Banchero left side. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
A minute 22 left in the opening quarter. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Black. Here's Duran. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Outside Bain. Pass to Black. Banchero outside. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul. And some changes here for Detroit. Herter's checked in for Thompson. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. Then for Orlando, Batase's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And Richardson subbed in for Desmond Bain. Black outside. Pass to De Silva. To the wing on the left. Out to the wing. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Orlando.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Detroit has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Harris. It's good. Harris has got 6 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Orlando has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Pass to Banchero. Now Howard. Herter defending. Banchero left side. Shoots over Holland. Banchero no good.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
And Batase over to help. Holland for 3. Here's Stewart. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Now here's Banchero. 6 points for him. To the inside. De Silva. No good that time. Ooh, LeVert with some nice D. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility. Salary-wise, it means multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Cunningham passes to Robinson. And again, the Pistons missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero working bucket is magic.
Hard to defend Banchero this close to the rim. Even when you contest his shot, he can still finish.
Here's Cunningham. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the Magic making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in for De Silva. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. He has 7. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Shot clock at 2, and Caro no good.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holland. And Detroit making a change here. Harris is checked in.
Number 12, Tobias Harris.
Magic trail by 3. Suggs, right side. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Suggs. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Wagner. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago.
Yeah, and when Wagner is hitting from deep, the floor opens up for everyone else. Nice triple.
Outside Robinson. Cunningham against Suggs. With some arc. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Suggs outside. Black outside. Pass to Wagner. Back to Black. 4-3. And again, it's the Magic from deep. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And he makes it. Cunningham's gotten 4 this quarter.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There's a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back over to you."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. For 3, here's Harris. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. And Carroll with it. Now Thompson defending. Black outside. And Carroll the screen. Black passes to Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
He felt the defender closing out to him, and Banchero let it fly. That catch-and-shoot ability is a weapon.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. He's checked in for Stewart. Then for Orlando, Wendell Carter comes in for Batase. And it's Bain in for Black. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. And again, no good by Detroit. Orlando's got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Carter, a screen on Harris. Pass to Bain. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
52 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Outside Robinson. And again, the Pistons missing.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Suggs, no good. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Suggs.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
And here's Cunningham outside. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Carter finds Bain. Suggs outside. Banchero right side. The three from Bain. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Magic out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Orlando Magic.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking an Earthling that question because me, I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel, pulling no punches, as usual. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
Magic leading by 3. And here's Wagner. Outside Carter. Pass to Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Inside. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Bain. And that's now 8 points here for Jalen Suggs. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Harris on the wing. Great D that time from Banchero.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision he plays for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game. Pistons trail by 5. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Robinson passes to Duran. Pass to Cunningham. Off target from outside. Orlando has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Now Wagner. Back to Banchero. Let's go with a three. And it's Harris with the rebound. And here's Cunningham. He's covered by Suggs. Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. From behind the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Oh, stolen by Harris. Beyond the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shot clock at 5. Orlando again missing. Pistons trail by 5. Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 8 points for Tobias Harris. The Magic have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Robinson against Bane. Knocks down the long J. And the Magic lead by 6.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Robinson gets the bucket. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, B.A., made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire career.
That was a shocker for sure. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jenkins is checked in for Detroit. Black's checked in for Orlando. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside Bane. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Wagner. Banchero passes to Wagner. Now Black. Robinson with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Black outside. Wagner on the wing. To the paint to win the run. Wagner on the wing. Black outside. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall. Black's got 6.
A bigger guy who makes intelligent passes. Nice feed from Wagner.
Here's Harris. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Floats one, and he takes it up and lays it in. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Jenkins. 3-pointer, no good. Orlando has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Black. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Harris.
Man, good whistle there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Harris. Herter's checked in for Thompson. And Cunningham subbed in for Robinson. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 53 seconds left in the third. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons to the wing, right side. Jenkins. And again, unable to change momentum here. Orlando leading by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
Now here's Black. Not a lot of room. Off with the layup. Detroit shooting just 36% in the third. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham looking it over. Stewart outside. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
That is just a killer three to end the quarter. The kind of shot that really gives you momentum.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Here's Cunningham. Got a piece of it. Suggs, left side. Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Black. Pass to De Silva. Shoots over Holland. De Silva, no good. Pistons trail by 5. And here's Cunningham outside. Not going to go that time. And Orlando has possession. Here's De Silva. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Reed's checked in for Stewart. And the Pistons shooting around 50% of the game so far. Pass to Herter. Here's Jenkins. Cunningham outside. And again, no good by Detroit. Orlando leading by 5. Wagner, the pass to Batadze. Tipped away. The open shot by Herter. It's Herter on the wing. And the 3 off target. Well, Orlando shooting 59% in this one. Good average. Here's Wagner. And Reed pulls it down. For Detroit, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Wagner. Pass to Carter. Soft touch off the glass.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
To the middle. Here's Holland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Harris. Thompson comes in for Herter. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Desmond Bane comes in for Black. Here's Bane. The rebound by Detroit. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Cunningham passes to Thompson to tie it up. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Carter, a screen on Robinson. It's Bane. Duran with a rebound. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Wagner with the rebound. Orlando leading. Here's Suggs. Outside Banchero. Now Bane. Wagner outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Duran pulls it down. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Now here's Banchero. Robinson with a double. Now Bane. Wagner outside from downtown. The free ball is down.
They needed that hoop from Wagner. Nothing phases him.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And Detroit making a change here. Harris is checked in.
Tobias Harris.
Pistons trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Robinson outside. Misses the 3.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but it's just not a good look.
Here's Banchero. Bane outside. Outside Banchero. Shoots a 3 from distance. Paolo.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Cunningham. Robinson fires. Can't hit it.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Outside Bane. Up top, Banchero. He shoots. And he sinks the jumper.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Magic.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And for a series that went all the way, you have to appreciate their ability to close it out in advance.
In Game 7, you need guys who are going to be clutch, who are going to rise to the occasion, overcome the obstacles. They did everything they had to do.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Paolo Banchero.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possession.
Yes, sir! Count it!
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Suggs. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jalen
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. Detroit calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making the change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Robinson in the post, guarded by Bain. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside Cunningham, fires the three. Carter rips down the board. Puts up the tray. They've won it. Next up, conference semifinals. And what a way to cap off a riveting series in round one. They seem to feed off the pressure of this Game 7.
Well, they had to put a lot of energy into winning this series. They'll be a little worn down physically, but from a mental standpoint, they'll be riding high after battling so hard to win this series.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's reveal our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.